Hey guys, I'm Kat Armendariz and this is Vanessa with Hope. Hey! She is my hairstylist and studio manager here at hushxpose. And today we're talking about Bobby, and she knocked it out of the park. She came to us wanting to show her husband up and show her she could be sexier than his screensaver.
What?
I like a challenge. She killed it. Oh my gosh. So she wanted that gritty, grungy look, and she showed me some pictures, of course the screensaver he had, and some other ideas that she had. So I went with, her outfit was a thong, and we did, I like to
Nothing
do,
else.
yeah. So many times, so many women want to know what an outfit would be, or they get so flustered and they're just overwhelmed, and I'm like, girl, an outfit can be like a panty, and they're like, oh, easiest thing ever. But I don't show things, you still keep it classy. It's pretty cool. So the backdrops I used were the ones that we have right here. This is concrete crack back wall on the floor. We have factory floor. These are badass because they are matte vinyl. They wipe down, you can mess them up, and they're also matte, so they don't reflect. They're amazing. As far as lighting, I kept it super simple, and I used the Westcott ice light. And in the back, to highlight the smoke, I used a video.
Do you want smoke? Thank you.
Yeah. So a lot of us don't smoke, a lot of my clients don't smoke, but bringing that aspect into the picture, it just gives it something. It gives it life, even though cigarettes are not life. I love
But they look cool.
Yeah. It just gives it a grittier, grungier feel, and as well as in vintage pictures, I use those quite a bit with the long cigarettes. So with the lights, I had her pose on the floor. Now I used this light, the video light in the back, to highlight the smoke and get a little bit of that highlight off the butt. And then I used this as the key light in the front. So I'm gonna have Vanessa pose for us because there's a little trick to posing. So with her cigarette in hand, which is actually a fake cigarette, you can find those on Amazon. They are like theater cigarettes, totally fake, and then you use organic vape pen to get smoke out of their mouth. So what I'm gonna have her do, and I always demonstrate to the client, I will get down on the floor with them or on the bed, always ask first if it's okay, especially men, but I always demonstrate. So what you're gonna do is come down on the floor, and you'll always wanna, if I can do this in a leather jacket, I don't know, put their chest on the floor, knees apart, help get the booty in the air, and have them scoot back. Then from there I pose the upper body. So come on down.
This is such a fun pose. It's gonna be really fun.
In a dress.
In a dress with my cigarette.
In the back alley.
Is my butt showing? Okay.
This is the really cool part about shooting indoors with backdrops and floors. Imagine taking a client out to the back alley to shoot this. You'd have to have a really brave client. So, and the smoke you see on here is powder coming off. She's blowing out. So what you're gonna do is put your chest to the floor, and you're gonna press your booty to the ceiling and scoot backwards. Yep, now she brought her knees up, which is totally cool. Either way, I usually slide my chest back to get them in place. This is a fun pose. So Bobby, she was here, she went back, one hand up here and one hand here. It is a very hard pose to do, and especially with the forehead. A lot of women are gonna wanna scrunch their eyes to look up, or their eyebrows, and every woman is trying to get rid of those lines. So if she's having to raise her eyebrows and wrinkle her forehead, don't do that. Switch the pose a little bit. You can have her go down, go ahead and drop your arm out, and kind of like lay your head down like this, and have her be like sexy, lazy, like go ahead and lay it flat to the floor. Yeah. And then you could take this hand, and you could bring it back here and prop a little bit. So then you have side boob, you've got her face, and you can tilt her face up more or totally shadow her. Both cool pictures. I usually shoot both, show them both. And then she's gonna be super sore. So don't let her stay here too long. She's probably annoyed right now. And then wider the knees, the more the butt can go in the air. But look at it, feel your client out, see if she likes that kind of look or not. So, all right, relax. All right.
If it doesn't hurt, they're not doing it right.
Exactly. So based on, with her neck pose, you just light her up in the face and just play with it. Always try and get the eyes lit as much as possible. With dark, gritty pictures, you can get away with quite a bit with shadowing the face in different ways. A lot of clients love their face shadowed out and they like body pictures. And it duels as a second print sale. So if they want to have something printed but they don't want people to know it's them, boom, you've got a sale right there. Oh, it's a great one over the bed or things like that. And they can show their friends and not feel so. So I want to show you how we did the screensaver shot. So this shot she wanted to replicate, and this is the one I was like, we totally killed it. So I moved the factory floor over in front of my concrete wall. So by moving the factory floor over here, it gave the ground more texture and more of that authentic grittiness look. So Vanessa, come on in. I'm gonna show you how we posed her. And the original picture.
No crotch shots.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you the difference between how a guy poses versus how a girl. Now, not to go into a whole racist thing or sexist thing or anything like that. Guys see things different, typically 99% of the time. So this is generally how we see it. So here I have Vanessa in the partial pose of how she was posed. And in the original shot that we were duplicating or replicating, they had the panties level. And the tip, the thong, was directly in front of her crotch, hiding that. The feet were sickled in. If you have any ballet experience, sickling means like turning in and like an ugly thing in the feet, which can look really cool, but if it's forced and looks weird, it can look like some otter thing or something. So I like to do it crooked to give it an organic look, like it's not strategic. It was like she's really chilling there. I don't know why somebody would be posed like this in a back alley, but here we are. So she's got them crooked, and I went a little bit lower. It's hard. Every thong is different. Do what you can, but get it crooked. And also with the lighting, it's just dark enough down here that it's not showing anything. Also, another tip with your client is to have them bring a nude pair of thongs to wear so they don't feel like they're exposing. They're much more relaxed and they can jump in the shot and you're having way more fun when they're not feeling so awkward or exposed. So she brought a nude pair, or you could keep some on hand. Of course, don't reuse them.
Gotta cover the lady bit.
Yes. So this was one shot. Now she had one hand, yeah, it was like that, one hand overhead. She held a, what kind of glass is that?
A snifter? Or was it a rocks?
It was a rocks glass, and like a half-filled bottle of whiskey or brandy or something on the side. So with the lighting, it's so simple. Alexa, vanity lights off.
Okay.
This is all I did. Straight up overhead. That's it. I killed all the overhead lights, and this is it. So from here you can also work the shot. You can go to the side, shoot down here, and get some different angles.
You'd be surprised how hard this is to hold. I'm getting a back cramp.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Also another tip as far as footwear. Now a lot of girls come in and they don't have shoes or they just couldn't find the right ones. That's totally okay. I love barefoot shots. However, when you go to pose them, it's really important to make sure they pop their heels off the ground as if they're in a high heel. So if Vanessa did not have boots on with a heel, I would make sure she is pressing that heel up and boom, here. It gives the picture a like perfection, professional look. Just takes it another level. So always look for flexed feet. Flexed feet means this way, not this way. Look for flexed feet and correct it and make sure they point them. So I wanted to touch real quick on the men versus women posing. What a guy sees versus what a girl sees, and what a husband wants versus what the wife wants. Now, the wife typically wants to come in, still feel classy and put together, but look a little f***able, you know what I mean? And they will literally say it, there's like no other word to explain it, and they just want that sexy, sultry look. With Bobby, she's like a down home, kind of a Midwest or country girl, just a super sweet, innocent sweetheart, but she wanted this like grittiness. So you have to marry the two and think about how you're gonna propose the shot. And with her, for example, like the one over on the wall where she's on the floor, a man's shot would be directly, boom, at the crotch between the legs. Now, for me taking the shot, to please her, because I know what she would like, I'm gonna take the angle from like that crotch shot kind of up over here and angle the lighting so that it shadows her crotch area. And that is a more tasteful look. You can also have her, you know, she had like the hair wisped across one eye where it's kind of like, ooh, she's peeking through. So it gives it that edginess without looking like, kind of like porno. You know, we don't want to cross that line. Now, the husband, they may want to please their husband and do it their way. It's about her, and I always tell them, and the husband will be here too, I always tell them, it's not what you want, it's what she wants. And it's so important. If you do it that way, she's gonna love herself, love her body, and she's gonna be way more relaxed during the shoot, and you're gonna sell more. And he's gonna love it because she looked amazing in it. So it's about what she wants, not what he wants. I can say probably 100% of the time. Sorry guys. So now that Vanessa has been exposed, I'm gonna have her explain to you how we covered hair and battled extensions and hiding things. So that's next, so here you go.
So Bobby had extensions when she came in. A lot of girls have them, but they don't take care of them. So what you have to do is, first of all, please tell them to have their hair done before they come in for their shoot. Otherwise, they will come in with some busted ass extensions and they're grown out about 2 inches, and you gotta figure out how to work around that. So, if they do come in with grown out extensions, what you wanna do is focus on the crown of the head here, or your stylist is gonna focus on that. You wanna create as much volume as you can in the crown, because that's what's gonna help you hide the extensions.
Again, I'm Kat Armendariz, and this is Vanessa Witholt, and we want to share with you all the insides of our studio because it's the details that matter that take your pictures to the pro level. So keep watching and make sure you subscribe. Kat on the Web Unleashed here at Click Props Backdrops in Las Vegas. Bye guys.
Bye.
Okay, get in here.
We're in Vegas.
Yes. You and your tall ass.
You want me to take my shoes off?
It'd probably help.
Hold it.
So Vanessa, oh my God. She is such a country girl, and yet she's so not country.
Don't tell anybody.
So not country. Oh my gosh.
I always say
So-
I am from the country, but I'm not country.
She's as diva as it can be. Okay, so Bobby came in. And she had some extensions in her head. I suck at accents, and I don't know what the
So Bobby had extensions when she came in. You stupid.
I got you. And not talk, and I can do all kinds of stuff. Okay.
That's my problem. I don't like talking.
We're gonna get used to it. It's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. You gotta talk.
You fucking talk.
I don't talk. I get all red in hives.
Like us, subscribe to our page.